Time for Gold League now in Ghost Slipstream. What car? GS, Apollo, Sin, Apex, DBS, Huracan. Because I want to talk while I drive. And I can probably achieve the best results if I use the Huracan, if I start ranting and I forget I'm driving. The DBS has a better top speed, but I have to focus more. I haven't been able to talk as much over the past week while I've been driving. My head's been distracted, and it all happened from... It was all triggered by a series of events. Like, one thing happens that cascades into 3 others, that cascade into a few others. And that's kind of why I try and avoid risk and doing things, and because they always cascade into more things. And on Saturday last week, someone crashed into my car outside my house. It wasn't very significant, but 6 times in 5 years people have crashed into my car outside my house, and it's getting pretty annoying when my car's just parked and you just can't just leave it alone and you have to keep crashing into it. This guy's taken all the paintwork off the back bumper, and the bumper was only a year old, having been replaced after someone else crashed into it. I can't remember who. Two of the crashes have been from municipal workers operating their daily business. I'm angry about it, not because of the damage to my car, or not for traditional reasons. Where am I going to finish there? Second, third, fourth? First? There's something wrong. Like, stuff did not look... I did not feel like I crossed the finish line first then. Yeah, I'm not angry about it for, like, just simple reasons like, oh, someone's hit my car. I'm angry because I spend so much time trying to keep my car safe, because this has happened so many times, and there's a particular spot I park it in because my brain's mathematically worked out it's statistically the safest spot for it to be, and it's always in that spot except for last Saturday. And while it wasn't in that spot, I was really anxious all the time, and I was monitoring it. So I had moved it because someone ran out their house screaming and shouting that they're going to attack everyone because someone's stolen their phone. And he looked like he was going to kick my car in just because he's angry. So I ran outside, moved my car, and then left it in another space only 10 meters away. And I was watching it for 24 hours. And then in the early evening on Saturday, I looked outside and saw a car had parked next to it, but not close enough to it that it meant it left a gap which someone might think they could fit in, but they wouldn't fit in. And I thought, oh no, I better move my car because someone's going to try and park in that and then damage it, and I'm going to get annoyed. And I was tired, and I paused for 10 minutes because I thought, I just can't do it now. I'm doing this all the time, like for years and years and years. I'm just moving my car around back and forth to try and keep it in a safe place, or thinking the whole world will cascade if something happens and I don't move it and sort it out. And I thought, I'll just leave it for 10 minutes. I think I might have had a shower and then gone outside to move it. And when I went outside to move it, an estate car had tried to fit in the space and completely destroyed my bumper. And he won't know that he's hit my car because it's a really bad race. Come on. What car's everyone in? I'm sick. I was talking too much. But this guy won't know he hit my car because he just brushed it. And a normal car wouldn't have done much damage to another car if it was just brushed in this way. I should try with the Apollo. But because his bumper was so broken, his bumper had he had if you looked at his car, his bumper was completely shredded and it had all these sharp points sticking off it. And those sharp points, all they had to do was just touch my car and brush it as he parked in, and it ripped all the paintwork off. And even looking at his car, seeing all of the bumper shredded on the front and back of his car, you know that this is just his normal process. How does he know whether he's got close enough to something? He drives into it and he hits it. The rest of the car was pristine. The windows, the doors, the bonnet, the boot. But the bumpers were shredded like paper mache. I'm angry with that person. Not because they hit my car. I'm angry with that person because they live in bliss, in oblivious bliss. And they don't have a clue how much that one thing cascaded for me and caused me anxiety and made me worry about stuff and etc, 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 because they're in bliss. And that's why I'm angry. And that's why I'm madder than you. I want that guy to know how many people's cars he's hit. I want everyone that's ever hit his car to pour cement on his. Whoa! Why did my car backflip? That I've got no experience of this car ever suddenly backflipping, or any car on that ramp. Or I don't even know where I wasn't really watching. And then the car just backflipped when I was having a perfectly safe first place finish in the DBS, demonstrating it's a very nice car for Ghost Slipstream. And I'd forgotten it's Slipstream. That was ridiculous. Let's get through this gold league. I've got to use the DBS again now, because that was a disgraceful race for the DBS. Flipping over backwards. Yeah, this guy just comes to visit our street for half an hour, hits my car, has no idea he has, and then leaves and goes home. And then for a week I'm working out, am I meant to call the insurance? Do you fix something like this through the insurance? Someone else tells me I'm meant to call the police, but that's ridiculous. You don't call the police because someone scratched your car. They'll laugh at me. The Met Police would laugh at me. If I lived in Berkshire, yeah, you call the police because someone reversed into your car and scratched it. If you live in London and you call the police because someone reversed into your car and scratched it, they'll charge you with wasting your time. They'll turn up at your door and start harassing you for being a nuisance. And if I ask my insurance, how can I prove he drove into me and I didn't drive into him? Unless he just admits it, because he's a bit silly and can't work out that all he needs to do is say, I didn't do it, to get away with it. And then I'm left with a bill twice as big because I told the insurance. What track am I on? I can't remember. I didn't know if I was doing Naniwa then. And now for 3-4 years, or until I get it fixed, or until someone else crashes into it, every time I walk near the car, I'll get all these thoughts about this whole thing. It's gone on now for a week. I haven't been near the car for a week because of it. Come on, that was first. I've bought loads of extra things to try and paint over the damaged paintwork to avoid it growing into a bigger problem before I find the time to fix it properly as well. The one thing it does liberate me in is the fact that now that bumper's ruined, and it was brand new, means that if someone else hits it, it doesn't matter as much. So it does give me a bit of relief. Don't go so wide, I want to go down here, thank you. This is fun. That's a bit boring. There we go. Impressive car. How far have I got to go to get to platinum? I'm going to have some food. I'll do another video later. Good luck, guys. I'm madder than you.